From a Bugs Bunny cartoon in the 1940s to the trolling of modern-day GameStop employees, the largest Chungus currently known has permeated the internet for purposes which baffle even the greatest experts. When memes spread like wildfire, one has to ask how it could take hold of our society and stare back at us with the audacity of 1,000 suns. There is no greater mystery than the riddle of the Chungus. If your body is ready,
my body is ready.
Then sit back, relax, and prepare yourself for the journey into the place from which memes emerge. For how this fat, fugly bunny turned from idea to meme star, and why those secretly in power wish to suppress it. Lock your eyes upon this screen and behold what it all means to the greater societal mind. This is the story of Big Chungus, the story you never knew. In order to understand a meme, we must first understand its origins. In 1941, the sister series of Looney Tunes called Merry Melodies released an episode titled Wabbit Troubles. Bugs Bunny changed his form to mock Elmer Fudd, and then for decades, not much happened. At least, not in the public eye. However, no less than 10 years into the 21st century, the man we thank God for, Jim Sterling, mouthed a word that would change the course of history.
Chungus.
And thus, a meme began to form, growing methodically in the womb of the collective consciousness, waiting to enter the world. Chungus! Thanks to Jim Sterling, since at least 2012, we've had the perfect word to describe, well, actually, what the heck is a Chungus?
Suck it up, Chungus. Fill your lungs with that sick floral scent. It's the
According to Urban Dictionary, it is said to mean anything and everything, including but not limited to a chunky anus. Alright. So any sentence from "this guy is a f***ing Chungus" to "my Chungus hurts and I wouldn't have it any other way" to "I don't like Chungus in my mouth but I do it for Shrek" would all be acceptable. It's a word that would eventually be popularized for pounding game companies for being quote-unquote shite. But what if there was even more? Mr. Sterling has been known to have a deeper insight into the ethos of the gaming industry than just any ordinary man. Culminating in 2012, he stumbled onto the greatest secret of all time and found a way to leak it to the collective consciousness. Secretly, sneakily, whether he realized it or not. But I will tell you the secret purposefully and unsecretly. A deep dive into the history of Big Chungus has illuminated what may be the greatest human cover-up in the history of the Milky Way. A disturbing plot likely brought to fruition by the most hateful of all anti-Chungi, David Crane, producer of the hit 90s sitcom Friends. If you don't want to get got by the Chunginati, chief suppressors of all Chungus, and their rich, powerful leader, then you need our sponsor, ExpressVPN. Don't be vulnerable. Companies are always snooping your private information and selling it. That's why the Treesicle Team uses ExpressVPN to protect us from the likes of the Chunginati. And that's not all. Ever tried to watch a video or try a streaming service only to get the message that it's not available in your country? With ExpressVPN, you can bypass that BS and see whatever you want. Use on any device and most browsers with a 30-day money-back guarantee, and then it's less than $7 a month for 1 year. Plus, find out how you can get 3 months free by clicking the link in the description. expressvpn.com/Treesicle. That's expressvpn.com/Treesicle. Watch what you want and be anonymous with ExpressVPN. Ryan's all signed up and I'm signing up after this video so the Chunginati can't find me. Back to it. Back to the important questions. Questions like, what is the true potential of Big Chungus for society as a whole? And who exactly are the Chunginati, otherwise known as the Illuminungus, who seek to suppress the meme for their own purposes? And what are their motives? When we must answer such questions, what we do here is
go back.
To December 7th, 2018, a GameStop store manager named Justin Laufer posted to his Facebook page that a customer came in wanting to buy Big Chungus for the PlayStation 4. According to the accompanying text message, it was a mother just trying to buy her trolley son the Christmas present he asked for. She got pranked good. However, Justin Laufer posted an update video on his Facebook saying,
I asked her, ma'am, has he ever played these kind of pranks on you before? And she said yes. And I said, well, let's get him back. So we grabbed a $50 gift card, GameStop $50. I loaded it with $1. So, Travis, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Got him. The original post gained moderate traction, and it wasn't until Twitter user Fluffy Pikmin tweeted a screenshot of the GameStop story that things really started taking off. Big Chungus began flooding various subreddits, and one person named Punky Fickle had the curiosity to ask, why, on the Out of the Loop subreddit. In that thread commented a fellow named Gary the Taco, claiming to have created the meme. He speaks as follows. The true story behind Big Chungus is back in March I made the meme to send to a friend when it was bored in class. He didn't think much of it. Over the summer I sent it to another friend. He thought it was hilarious, so I made Big Chungus 2, then 3, and so on. Then I just sort of forgot about it until 2 weeks ago when I thought, hey, let's post it to Comedy Heaven. It got some traction there, but the real traction came a week later when my friend sent me a post from Facebook of a kid who asked his mom for Big Chungus. That was later reposted and got 10 times the karma as the original Big Chungus. The OP of that DM'd me saying he was a meme thief. TLDR, it's just a fat Bugs Bunny PS4 game that got popular because a clueless mom asked a GameStop employee if they had it in stock. Like the Battletoads trend. And there you have it. However, Chungus is more than just modern-day Battletoads. Chungus is chaos. Hell, you can even find people selling it for almost $500. One cannot simply put a price on something so pure, and also selling fake PS4 games for that much money is just gross. Dear viewer, this kind of skullduggery on a meme is the cancer that's killing society. Surely, this is an attempt to tarnish the Chungus name, to make Big Chungus seem like nothing but a scam when it is, in fact, the truth of truths. But who exactly is behind this besmirchment of Sweet Chung? Well, we have reason to believe after scouring MatPat's tags, the Rosetta Stone, and Nicolas Cage's IMDb, it was clearly David Crane, producer of the hit 90s sitcom Friends. As leader of the Chunganati, he wishes to smear the meme, and has done so since the first scrubbing of Chung in June 1977 when Fat Elvis took the stage in Indianapolis as foretold in ancient glyphs. This cannot be stressed enough. To whoever actually buys this overpriced item, I hope spending that $460 is the final straw that makes you late on rent, getting you thrown out onto the street where you are ultimately convinced to spend the last bit of your money on some weird pills from a homeless guy because you've hit rock bottom and what do you got to lose? Point is, you should take sketchy pills and wander into traffic! Sorry, that was mean. I just think if you're dumb enough to buy that, then you're an idiot and you should die! That's just my opinion, though. Anyway, a smear campaign is going on against the meme that has permeated the internet. If you want to know why, if you want to know what Big Chungus can do not only for you, but also for us, watch on, gentle viewer. So what of Big Chungus Zay self? While Big Chungus carries weight in its time, like all memes, it will eventually fade. But the word, the idea of Chungus carries on. Chungus existed before the meme, and Chungus will exist beyond it too. For Chungus doesn't have just one meaning. Jim Sterling has used the word to describe many people, things, ideas, and body parts. You cannot tie Chungus down. It surpasses time and space. It is a greater idea, a word that can describe literally anything. I am Chungus, you are Chungus, he, she, it, Chungus. Chungology, the study of Chungus. It's all real, people! We are all Chungus! But it's more than that. There have been Chunguses throughout history. Jesus H. Chungus, the Messiah who laid the moral foundations of Western society. Winston Chungus, a leader of World War II. And Little Mustache Chungus of the same time. This isn't to be confused with Black Little Mustache Chungus.
Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, Stop it.
Then there's Ann Chungus, who hid from not Black Little Mustache Chungus and wrote about her clitoris. We are all part of the Chungus universe. The galactic Chungus flows through our collective Chungus and binds us together as one Chungus. Living, breathing, absorbing experience together throughout history. Big Chungus is only one small part of the greater being. Those who have accepted the Chungi have risen to heights unimaginable. Orange Chungus even shut down the government, and the snowflake mainstream media Chungi empowered Zay. Then there's the SJW Chungi who still get shows and think you can stop cyberbullies by killing them in MapleStory. No matter how inept you are, if you accept the Chungus, the euphoria of success will flow through your veins. Do not fear David Crane, producer of the hit 90s sitcom Friends, as Zay is a non-believer. And do not buy Zay fake Chungus for $500, and do not buy Zay anti-Chungus propaganda. The Chunganati will lie to you. You must look beyond the one to the all. To quote a suit of T-51 power armor via Reddit, Chungus is eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. We are but rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. We touch Chungus's mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding. Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation, an accident. Our lives are measured in years and decades. We wither and die. Chungus is eternal. Before it, we are nothing. Chungus imposes order on the chaos of organic life. We exist because Chungus allows it, and we will end because Chungus demands it. Chungus transcends our very understanding. We cannot grasp the nature of Chungus's existence. Zaymen. As was said, the coiner of the word Chungus, Jim Sterling, has stumbled onto perhaps the most important mouth noise this side of the crucifixion. We live in times of chaos. War wrecks the Middle East. Technology is on the verge of becoming self-aware and taking our jobs. Abrahamic religions are dwindling. Fallout 76 still sucks, and paganism is at an all-time high. Chungus feeds this chaos and turns it to order. For from enough chaos comes order. In a universe built on a foundation of quantum non-Chunglian chaos, it's only when you zoom out to the galactic Chungus that things follow a mathematical heavenly arrangement. Beware those who say otherwise. That's the story of the benevolent deity who seeks to soothe the sickness of our times, and the cruel, secretive magi who wish to suppress Zay. That's the story of Big Chungus. The story Oh God, they found me!
Hello, this is not David Crane, producer of the hit 90s sitcom Friends. This is Grant.
I'm lucky I was able to get this message out to you. I made a mistake. I should have downloaded ExpressVPN sooner. The Chunganati knew my IP address, and I couldn't watch Cowboy Bebop because it wasn't available in my region. Click the link in the description or go to expressvpn.com/Treesicle. Do it quickly. They're coming back.